Yo, come in.
Yeah. Are you Mr. Shoe?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, this special delivery for you. It says Alright, well, you enjoy it then. I hope you like sports, ding dong.
See what this is then.
Oh! Ooh. It's Blood Bowl!
Blood Bowl originally came out in the 90s. When I was playing Warhammer at the time, I was kind of just sticking in with the Warhammer 40k crowd. I wasn't playing Warhammer Fantasy. I did have a Warhammer Fantasy army, but the fantasy thing didn't really grab me, and so I didn't hop onto the Blood Bowl hype train, although I probably should have. But where I am today, I see Blood Bowl more as an opportunity to look at something that's like a closed system that has 2 teams in it, maybe a couple of special characters that you can keep in a closet well painted and then break it out for a party night and just have fun with friends who don't normally play miniature games. And this, I think, might fit the bill. Let's have a look at what's in the box. The back of the box has a depiction of the models inside, some of the more interesting ones. Like you have the elf who's going to call you on your crap. You have a dwarf, what is he, he's a referee. You have this grot who's he's called the Goblin Bruiser Lineman. He's got like special jaws tied to his face to go hurt people. These Empire guys, so in the box you have Empire versus what looks like, you know, from Age of Sigmar's perspective, Empire versus Destruction, but this is really orcs and goblins. There's an ogre in this box and a troll, a trained troll. I don't know how well trained he is. He's holding a goblin up over his head and about to throw him with the ball. I have a weak spot for trolls, so just cut me a little slack on that one. I'm so excited for this model. This is the 2nd season edition, so you have the same stuff you saw before. You have these big tokens and this measurement gauge that's pretty unique to this game. You have you have the pitch, which is double-sided. This is the other side of the pitch here. And there's some dugouts, which have representatives, locations for you to put miniatures who are in timeout or in just knocked out of play. Rest in peace. Let's have a look at what's inside the box, though. I think that's the most interesting thing. So inside the box, we have the miniatures, of course. There's not that many in here. I'll talk about how many there are exactly. There's 2 teams and a couple special characters. I think that's basically how it goes. I'm super excited for the referees. I'm going to put a lot of effort into painting those guys. I love the idea of an elf throwing a card for something that he saw. He's like, that's not legit. So this is it has a picture of all the teams on it. It's really just here to keep the parts from not mixing up in shipping, but it has a picture of all the different teams you could play in Blood Bowl. I tell you, the Snotly team looks pretty awesome. Also, I'm really excited by that Wood Elf team. Seeing the kind of stuff that the modern sculptors are doing with the Wood Elf range makes me so excited for what they could do for the Wood Elves in Age of Sigmar. I can't wait. Inside the box is a book. This is the rules, the official rules. This is a hardbound book. This is the real deal. It has a reference sheet on the back. Pretty typical for the kind of game that this is. You want to keep the rules light and easy to read. It comes with dice, bases, another set of dice, the pitch, and the dugouts. Along with that, you get the instructions for assembling the models. And lastly, you have, this is really important, if you suck at painting numbers like I do, you can use transfers for it. And this is the slide transfer set that goes with both teams. Okay, I got the book open for the first time here. You're going to see it with me, my own first time with the book as well. Looks like the reference sheets, the cheat sheets on the back, there's one for each team. They're not unique to the teams, I imagine. These are just cheat sheets for the rules reference for each player to have. Out of the box, this comes with, this is designed for 2 players. These are very handy little guides to have for each player. It's a very nice matte finish cover. The quality is very good on this book. You can tell that they put the same kind of love and care they put into most of their hardcover books. I'd actually say that the build quality on this book is pretty good. It has a little ribbon here that's for being a bookmark for you. There's going to be lots of people who read this book to you. I'm not going to do that. And there's going to be lots of people doing battle reports for the stuff. Again, we're probably not going to do that either because I'm just going to take my time with these minis. Let's go through the book page at a time, and I'll stop at the stuff that I think is important, which is always going to be pictures of miniatures or art. I love this dude so much. His name is Brawl. Cool, right on. Right in the beginning, you're introduced to the Brogenhafen Barons. They have a retainer lineman, a thrower, noble blitzer, bodyguard, another noble blitzer, Griff Oberwald, an imperial retainer lineman, and a bodyguard. That guy looks so cool. I can imagine people buying these guys just to convert for Age of Sigmar models. And here's at the end of the book, they have the Thunder Valley greenskins. We got Vragul Chewer. This is an awesome Auric model. You got the Goblin Bruiser Lineman and 3 black orcs. I like this dude here with the big body. I relate to him. He has a lot going on there. A very complex character. We share a love for cheeseburgers. Speaking of a guy who looks like he knows a way around a cheeseburger, this looks like Lord Croak with a beer hat on and a weenie. Obviously, Blood Bowl isn't... it's like a satirical look at Warhammer Fantasy. It takes a lot of the tropes that are there and turns them into something you can laugh at. Here's a team here called the Church of the NAF. NAF. Nice. Trying to keep the glare down so you can see what the art actually is here. This guy's been knocked out of his shoes. Will play for food. He's a Blood Bowl player and he's down on his luck. I like this Minotaur, the grip of the blood greed. It's my dude. Throw a red card. Go ahead. He's going to eat you and that red card. Nice. A Nurgling flying on a football. You saw it here first. What's my dice? What are my dice doing in this book? This guy's getting introduced to Shu. Stein, have a seat. You don't need to carry around a bookmark you might have had since 3rd grade. Team draft list. Rules for Blood Bowl. Look at this. Cheerleaders. Warhammer cheerleaders. Designer's note, models on the sidelines. Although not essential, many coaches choose to represent staff with models on the sideline, both for the look of the thing and as a reminder that the staff members stand ready to help out. Such models also make great turn, reroll, and score markers, adding a lot to the visual impact of the Blood Bowl pitch during a game. These cheerleaders are rad. Those aren't pom-poms. The squirrel knows what's good. The squirrel's a carnivore going for the sausage. There's an eyeball on the pitch out there. And this guy's going for the popcorn. Corn. Okay, this is a good thing. In the back of the book here, they have layouts. This reminds me of the Kill Team core book a little bit. They have, here's the how to build black orc teams. They show the pictures of the miniatures, for which guy is which, and they actually have stats for them and a cost associated. And they have that for black orc teams, the Chaos Chosen teams, Chaos Renegade teams, Dark Elf teams. You know, I have an old lead box of the Nagaroth Nightmares from the 1990s. Maybe I should paint those guys. Over here, you got the Dwarf teams, the Elfheim teams. This one's all ready for coronavirus. You got the Goblin teams. Those are little hats. The Greenfield Grasshuggers. 3 of them have pots in their head. And this guy's got a squirrel. That's worth it. Human teams, Imperial Nobility teams. That's what you got in this box. The Necromantic Horror team with a werewolf in it? Come on. Make these models for Age of Sigmar. What are you doing? Lizardmen, which is pretty awesome. Nurgle's Rotters. The Fire Mountain Gutbusters, an ogre team with some Noblar Duders. Dwarfs. Old World Alliance teams. This is the Middelheim Maulers, the Champions of Law, the Bluchheim Berserkers. I hope I said that right. Anybody who's from Bluchheim, I apologize if I offended you. Orc teams. Notable examples, the Gouged Eye, the Death Squad, the Green Destroyers. And this is Orcs and Goblins comboed up. I've actually seen these dudes converted into Auric Brutes for Age of Sigmar. Undead, the Shambling Undead teams, the Skaven teams. Come on, new Skaven models. Look at these sculpts. You know what I want, GW. You know what I want. What I want is new Skaven sculpts. Here's the Snotley teams, including a pump wagon, made this millennium. That's amazing. I love the pump wagon. It's such a good model. Underworld Creepers, the Underworld Denzian teams. This looks like more, it's a Goblin and Skaven combo. Man, being the clan rat of the Goblin team, it's got to be weird during lunch when you're sitting there eating Warpstone and the other people are looking at you like a hamburger. Wood Elf teams, again, I love these models so much. Star players, this is where you get into like the special heroes, the characters for Blood Bowl, the Deep Root Strong Branch. this dude puts Sylvaneth to shame. Look how awesome he is. So clunky. He's got a rock in one hand, a person in the other, I think. Maybe another rock. I don't know. Black Gobbo. Glorial Summer Bloom. Crumbleberry. Grack. More named characters. I think a lot of these named characters are actually, they might even be Forge World minis. I think they might be originally resin and not in plastic. But I'm not sure. I don't follow the Blood Bowl stuff too closely. And again, this is the Blood Bowl second season edition. Also in the box you get the Train Trog and the Ogre. Well, if you're just going to try to start off and get yourself set up with Blood Bowl at all, if you've been thinking about it, I think this is going to be your new launching point. This is going to be where you start. I was looking at the sprues earlier, and there's so many cool things. These little tokens for the minis, like there's this, there's an Imperial Bird. There's an Eagle token here. There's the big belly of the guy who's basically Shoe on the pitch. They do look like monopose minis. They don't look like their arms and legs get superposable. I know that some people like those, like the Imperial Guard models from the early 2000s were pretty posable. These don't seem to be that way. They seem to be single fit. There's that Train Trog. Can't wait for that guy. He's totally going to be in my Trog herd. What are you talking about? There's the Ogre. I've painted him before, actually. I painted him for Brent back in the day. More of the Imperial guys. Grotz. This is the big Auric named character. And there's the elf. Look at him. He's got his card up there. You have done a bad. I call foul. Anyways, that's Blood Bowl, second season edition. I don't know. I've never played Blood Bowl before. I can't wait to give it a shot. These models are what sold me on it. The game just kind of takes a piss. It's totally tongue-in-cheek and making fun of Warhammer, and I kind of love that. I think some people take the game a little too seriously from time to time. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more of this kind of content, let us know in the comments down below. If you liked it, click like. If you didn't like it, tell us why. And have a great day.